Job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at bat.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 LA. All set for the start of the inning, and up next the catcher Travis d'Arnaud.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That is good. The second baseman, Aldi.
1 out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That is good.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. Seared down the first baseline. Ready with the 1-2. Albies leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 2-1. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Braves strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Now at the plate, Will Smith. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 3-2 pitch. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. hit at third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
To the plate now, Jock Peterson.
Ball.
Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Digging for second now goes Peterson. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One out and a runner on second base. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 2-2. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. His first homer so far in the series as the Dodgers have increased their lead now 4-0.
It's extremely hard to catch up to fastballs that high. That ball was actually out of the zone, but he was thinking fastball all the way and clobbered it.
Standing in now, Chris Taylor. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Struck him out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 4-0 LA. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-2. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Ripped down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Ronald Acuna. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled off. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 4-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year Corey Seager settles in to start things out. The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's out.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
And he got him.
Up next is Dodgers.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Turner. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Ready for another chance? Max Muncy. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The center fielder, number 35,
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
1 left for LA, but they hold a 4-0 lead. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Big breaking ball and a beauty. 1-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
In now, Travis d'Arnaud. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away.
the batter, the second baseman, Albies.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
To the plate now, Adam Duvall. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Braves draw a bit closer courtesy of the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Braves 1. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now at the plate, Will Smith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
The batter, the designated
Ready
hitter.
now, Jock Peterson. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike two. Here now, the 2-2 is in there. A called strike three.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Kike Hernandez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And this ball gets right past him. Boy, looked like he was in position, but they'll have a leadoff base runner.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
At the plate now, Nick Markakis. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Austin Riley. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Standing in now, Ronald Acuna, and he fouls this one off. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now a swing and a little ground ball here in front of the mound, which may move the runners over. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Road, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Soft liner to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run is scored, and he is in there.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
At the plate, Marcell Ozuna hit sharply toward the right side. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And that'll score the tying run. We're back to even 4 apiece.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. 3 runs already home here. Still 2 and 2. Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3 and 2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Fouled away. Fouled off. Four runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Skied into straightaway right. Betts giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Coming to the plate now, Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. And it's fouled away. Outside and a full count, 3 and 2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard to short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
drilled on the ground to short, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Seager.
In now, Corey Seager in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 5th inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Throw over to first.
He's good.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1. 5 innings complete. This ball game's even at 4-4. Plate now, Ozzie Albies. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
So now to the plate, Adam Duvall. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. Adam Duvall leaves the yard with a solo shot. His first homer so far in the series, as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Into the box, Dansby Swanson. Hard hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Stepping in for the Braves, Nick Markakis. He's 1 for 2 in this one. So 1-1 now to Markakis. Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. At the plate, Austin Riley. 2 out with the man at first. back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Jake McGee trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 41, Jake McGee.
Standing in now, Ronald Acuna. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. And that ends the inning. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Through 5 1/2, it's now 5-4 Atlanta. A.J. Minter enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Max Muncy. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now Muncy with a swing and a deep drive to right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as we are all tied at 5.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
At the plate now, Will Smith. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And gone. An absolute bomb. So a solo shot down the line in left. His first homer so far in the series. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5. Into the box now, Jock Peterson. A little roller toward the hole. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The batter number 14, second baseman,
Kike Hernandez.
We'll dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Two out, nobody on. Left side, scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go to the 7th now in game 2. The Dodgers lead it 6-5. New inning set to get underway, and that brings in Freddie Freeman.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
And another foul ball. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He'll try again, 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now to the plate, Marcell Ozuna. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Ro. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Albie.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Dodgers lead this one 6-5. Chris Martin gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Chris Martin.
Last half of the 7th here, and in to hit next it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, D-Roll, of not how many, but how many can you score?
Lots of traffic.
100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. Loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two runs on the board after the home run by Mookie Betts. His first homer here in the series as they open up an 8-5 lead. To the plate now, Corey Seager. Smoke toward the hole. Albies picks it up. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Up next to the Dodgers, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Darren O'Day takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Max Muncy will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Boy, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And it's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Jock Peterson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now an 8-5 ball game. Kenley Jansen enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out.
Kenley Jansen.
Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping up as the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, I'll have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in now, Nick Markakis. Line towards center field. Bellinger is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Digging in now, Austin Riley. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
The 1-1 home. Chopped to third. Turner has it. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that, they'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Luke Jackson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
77. Luke Jackson.
Here's Jock Peterson now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
The batter, number 14.
Coming to the plate now, Kike Hernandez. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 2. 1 out, nobody on. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, Chris Taylor. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They're on top by 3, 8-5. So coming to the plate, Ronald Acuna. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth-inning rally. Now here's the pitch. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Standing in now, Freddie Freeman. 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
3-2 pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On the first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Final strike for the Braves. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Struck him out. Atlanta, good night.
Hey, listen, you don't always want your closer to have to go 2 innings on a regular basis, but in this game, it was necessary for this one, and he had just enough to get the job done.
No better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Eight to 5 tonight. Los Angeles have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. Jake McGee pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.